morning, everybody. It's Jeff Goldstein with Homebase STL. We're here with another vendor video. You know who I am. I'm with Realty Executives of St. Louis. Everybody needs an executive if you're going to do real estate. Call us. Hey, we're here with Dave Marks with Quality Automotive. Dave has got a lot of great information. I met Dave at one of our networking meetings and we've become friends. Dave, what are you going to talk about today?
Well, I'm going to talk about today about how to find out if the mechanic you're using is honest, and some of my things that I think as a consumer you should be looking for to know, hey, if the guy I'm using that services my vehicle, is he honest or am I getting ripped off? And one of the things I hear complaints from my customers is get this thing flushed or your car is toast. All those flushes that you hear about today, that is preventative maintenance. That will not fix a problem. That does not prevent catastrophic failure. So if your transmission is slipping, getting the fluid flushed isn't going to fix it. It's not going to. It's to prevent it. So that's one of the things that you want to look for. Get this flushed or it's toast. Be aware that's a red flag. Another red flag is if you're not familiar with a shop or don't have somebody that you use, ask friends and family. Hey, who do you use? Who do you take your car to? My best referrals come from people that are currently my customers, and they refer their friends and family. So ask your friends or family. Another good thing to use is look at Google and Facebook reviews. Good, honest, legitimate shops will have good, validated reviews that don't look like they're choreographed, that don't look like that somebody just paid somebody to put up a good review. Another good tell sign is if you pull up to a shop and it's a three-bay shop and they got two mechanics and they're sitting around and all the bays are empty and the parking lot's empty, that's probably a red flag that they're not legit. Most good shops, have a 2-3 day period before you can get your car in, and that's because they got a good customer following base and like them. Another thing that you want to look for is a good honest shop will disclose prior if there's any diagnostic charge, and if there is, what they charge and how they charge. That's what I do with my customers. I disclose everything up front. So if a shop isn't willing to do that, that's probably a sign that they're not legit. Another good way to know if a shop is legit is ask for a written estimate, and within the estimate it needs to be broken down, itemized, parts and labor. And if they're not willing to do that, you probably want to stay away from them. And then another tail sign that a shop isn't legit is if they use the language that they use. Hopefully they're speaking in layman's terms, language that you can understand. And if they present you with a written estimate and you ask a question and you hear that pause is them probably trying to make up some kind of lie or who knows what in order to get you to do whatever. And another thing that I want to emphasize is YouTube. YouTube is not the place to go to learn how to fix your car. I have seen very, 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 very few videos that actually go through all the steps on how to perform a particular operation. So there's very few. And the ones that are out there too, there's very few videos. If you attempt to service your own vehicle and you go to a YouTube video and you break something, there's no YouTube video for that. So that's just kind of something that I want to stay away from.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then if a shop recommends a bunch of your car needs blah blah blah, it's due for blah blah blah, it's due for a spark plug or it's due for a transmission flush, look in the owner's manual. Manufacturers do not print owner's manual for no reason. Those are printed, they're kept in the glove box, and then within that owner's manual is all the items that'll be itemized when you're supposed to do it and what you're supposed to do it. So if you're at a shop and they tell you, hey, your car's due for a transmission flush or it's due for this, get your owner's manual and compare mileage to what it is. That's another good way to know if a shop is legit and all that. So yeah, that's how you tell if your mechanic's honest or not.
Good information, Dave. Good information. So basically, don't use Google because Google's not going to give your money back. They're not going to give you a warranty.
No.
Right. When you're looking at those Google YouTube films on how to fix your car. Good.
Exactly.
Good. Guys, that's Dave Marks with Quality Automotive. Dave will be back with us again. You know who I am. This is Jeff Goldstein with Homebase STL Real Estate. We can help with any of your real estate needs because we are with the best broker in the St. Louis area. That is Realty Executives. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much.